All right, guys. That was a little experience back up here at PLDT. Welcome to our life in the Philippines, and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, so I just left PLDT, um, and as you could see in the opening shot there, tons of people sitting there. I got an hour to get this done, and obviously I'm not gonna be able to do so. I would estimate 4 or 5 hours before you get in. However, a security guard told me that fill out this form and somebody will call you within the next hour or two. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. So that's what I did, and now I'm back home and or on my way back home, and I'm gonna take it a little different route. Pure Gold up in Angeles City, coming into the roundabout. I'm just gonna take a little different route home, and I'm excited. I can be out writing a little bit. I try to stay away from people. I just had to get this done so I can get my internet back as soon as possible. I had my first day working at the internet cafe, and it works great, except that I have to accept the fact that this is as a internet gaming cafe. Kids are there gaming, and most of you know how kids are. They get excited, and when they get excited, they get loud. So have to live with that. But anyway, I feel good about it. So I'm going to take this little route going back home. Up here to the left is Naple Mall, and I'm going to go up to Friendship Highway, go up and go in through Korean Town. And right now it pretty much look like an ordinary day. Things are getting back to normal, I think, and we'll see. Looking at Philippines and statistics, what they got, it looks like they have done pretty well at capping this transmission of, let's say, like Brian calls it, the chimp virus. Trump called it now what did he call it? Not the he called it the Wuhan virus or something. So Philippines has done pretty good at capping it off, and it is not as bad. Even though I heard the wet market obviously was shut down abruptly, and people were pretty upset. The vendors didn't even get a chance to take their merchandise, from what I understand, and that caused a little bit of turmoil. But I can have understanding for that. Some of them take what they got every day and buy from vendors, wholesalers, and come up there and sell the product. And at the end of the day, if they don't get to sell their merchandise, they don't have a daily paycheck. So I can understand that part. The other thing I heard was that it looks like 28 PNP officers, Philippine National Police, had been confirmed with the shrimp again, and don't have any finals on that, but I heard it from 2, 3, 4 different places, so it has to be some kind of truth to it. Alright, I'm coming up here on Friendship. You continue straight up this road. You're going in to what do you call it? Porak. And we are gonna take Friendship right here and head down towards Korean Town. Again, it's a beautiful day. If you drive around in this area, over the last 5 years I've been here, this has been developed quite a bit. Lanes has been expanded to 2 lanes, and I'm afraid that this road here with all these beautiful trees might end up, it looks like it, that the trees are going to come down, and this is part of the charm actually with this part of town, with all these trees and all that. So it's a shame. They did the same thing in San Fernando and Andoer on the McArthur Highway going into San Fernando to cut all these beautiful trees down. Some of them probably 100 years old. And actually they did it up here in Andoer, where we live as well. So this is crazy. But they probably for the benefit of making traffic flow better and all that, they probably have to do. I wish they at some point could move these things and retransplant them, but I don't think we're going to see that. They'll come in with a chainsaw and take them down. Even here, in this neighborhood here, actually, I have a sister and brother-in-law lives in here. Has been a lot of development here too. Town has been cleaned up to some degree, and up here, just half a mile up the road or quarter mile up the road, they're working on the bridge and widening the roads all over the place. Yeah, coming up right here. And during this COVID, I know there was a dealership here, but it looks like they have done a lot of work here too. They're expanding the bridge now, and it's going to be 2 lanes in each direction. And here you have Mitsubishi Motors, pretty big dealership it looks like. All right, coming up here at the light. This is getting close into Friendship. A little further up you have Friendship Plaza. Here to the left you have in the white building, black roof, I don't know, yeah, you can see it there. To the left it's the PMP, I think Station 5. Alright, so I'm gonna make a little quick stop up here and just want to make sure camera is still on. I don't see it in my phone, so alright, yeah, that camera was good. And next location be Korean Town. So I'm going to take a little ride just to enjoy myself, going around the into the Angeles area. Come down on Don Yueko. Oops, and he's honking at me. He's cutting me off, and then he starts honking at me. No turn signal, as far as I could see. I don't know where people bought their driver's license. It sure wasn't at the LTO. Yeah, this road is looking pretty much like a normal day. Granted, it's pretty early in the morning, probably around 11, and I'm heading back home to put my 4 day of work in, or 4 hours of work in to my day. So as soon as I get that, I will get it done. Here's another thing. This bridge being developed. It was a 1 lane, a pain in the butt to get over. Now it's just a straight shot over the river. So that's one thing that has happened over the last 5 years. I've been here. The infrastructure has gone up, been developed. Roads are much better, even though I think sometimes the concrete roads that they're pouring should have a little better standard once they're done. But I noticed on the major roads that are coming in, and they are putting asphalt on top of it. So if they do that, it becomes pretty smooth, actually. The road going down to Bataan, they concreted it. It was kind of a little rough to drive on, and then they just put asphalt on it, and the following time I came back there, it was pretty good, actually. All right, so rolling through the Korean town here, and people are crossing, waiting until there is no gap in traffic is not the standard here. Stick your nose out and feel if something is going to hit you. It's the way to do it. All right, Don Yuhiko coming down this way. So entering in towards the walking street. Palace Hotel. Jimmy's Car Wash. A few other things. Seems to be open. The thing you don't see open is the bars, actually. So we'll see when that will happen. I heard some rumors that some of them are going to open around Monday, Tuesday next week. But we shall see. Alright, if you guys hear a little bit of background noise, it's because I do lay my voice. I don't record while driving. I lay my voice at a later time. And now I'm tied into the internet cafe. So the silence here is something I cannot demand. So, and kids are kids. Here's the new Don Yuhiko gate into Clark. Some of you might not have seen it. So we shall see. When I'm here, I normally cross over into Clark and go through the main gate to avoid the traffic. But today I'm going to tried to go here because I haven't been driving here in many months. Savannah Hotel. Here to the left, I see something. That building, I am wondering. Some of that I didn't even see prior to COVID. Granted, I had not been up here for a while, but it looks like a little parking garage or something, and it's pretty interesting, and it's a long building. It goes at least 200. Blue Book, former Amore Mio restaurant, has changed the name again, I see, for the third time in 5 years. But it appears to be the same chef, Tiziano. Tiziano and his first partner were both Italian, and his first partner was a good friend of mine, and he unfortunately passed away. And look at this building to the left. It's also a monster. What else they're gonna have put in here, I don't know. I'm sure there's a little bit of parking garage, offices. Somebody said it's going to be the mall, but I have never seen one sign that tells you exactly what this is. So I did some looking on the internet. It's hard to find information that is like accurate, but it looks like it could be office building and all kinds of stuff. Al Bacchio Italian, pretty good pizza. And by the way, the internet cafe where I'm at is amazing, as it's the only cafe I know that has 300 megabits up and down, and can service everybody in there without any lag. I actually, when I work, need quite a bit of bandwidth, and even with gamers in here, I have not had a problem. All right, so we're coming down here, bus terminal, jeepney terminal on the left. Seems like places are open. It's amazing. First time in 3 months. Let's see, March, April, May, June. Yeah, it's actually 3.5 almost since I was up this way. Bars. This restaurant here is closed. That's a hangout for a lot of locals, I think, but they're not open. And somewhat traffic seems to be coming back to normal here too. This is always a bottleneck. So I'm just gonna take a little different road. I normally go left here, but I'm gonna go right. Phillies is open, NB is open. I think they are open with restrictions. Umberto goes to NB a lot, and I guess he talked to somebody there. Then they're saying there's a few bars that are going to open up by Monday, and that would be within the next 24, 48 hours. So we'll see about that. I don't know who's going to go to the bar. Most locals don't. And we're looking at social distancing in these bars, while the United States is now in Texas. I hear they're closing down the bars. They're closing a lot of stuff, since they have discovered that that is the one of the largest um, uh, places for infection of and transmission of the virus. That is in bar hangouts and that kind of stuff thing. So that's what I understood from Mike. I talked to him at Wings. Wings has a what do you call it? Medical team, doctors and other things on on staff and advisors, and got a chance to talk to them a little bit and some other doctors, and they they just confirmed that things are on rise, and things like bars, restaurants, and especially bars where people hang out around the counters and other things in close in close proximity is what I'm looking for, is where people actually get infected more than anywhere else. You know, enough with a handshake, you touch your nose, you're done. If that person you shake hand with is infected. So, all right, back down here in Balibago. So I'm gonna do a little back road riding. Uh, I got a few more minutes to spare, and I thought this one was. I just want to drive through here. All right. Let this little car go, and then we go. There you go. So, I go in here into the Diamond subdivision and make a left-hand turn right up here, and then I scoot right into Balibago through the back roads. Anyway, it really been feeling good to be able to go out. I had to go. I had to visit the immigration as well. So I figured some of these things I always keep the camera on my helmet. So you turn it on, you get some footage, and then I decide later what to do with it. And here is one result. All right, so on the other side of this block here is MacArthur, and I'm just going through this little neighborhood. When I'm driving, I like to not be on the official roads. You get to see a little more. You get to know the neighborhoods, and you travel in, and not so much traffic. So anyway, been a nice little ride. Beautiful weather. Here to the left is the barangay hall for this Balibago barangay, and we're gonna come up to the right, and here you go. These people just love to stop in the middle of the way, put the flashers on, block the road off, and take their old good time. So that's what they learn, I guess, when they take their driver's license. All right, so that, you're in the Philippines. You gotta live with it. All right, up here, it looks like we see a lot of traffic. This is normally a phenomena around 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, but we are at 11:15, 11:30, something like that, and it backed up. This is backed up out to the main road that goes up to Marquee Mall. So it looks like they have it barricaded, blocked off for oncoming traffic. So there is one way at this point, and that's a good thing. Alright guys, so we are coming to the end of this little ride, and we'll see you on the next video, possibly 8 p.m. Eastern Time, our live feed from the Angry Zombies. That would be Thursday morning 8 a.m. for you guys that lives in this part of the world. And thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned, share our videos, and God bless for now, and see you soon again. Wait, don't click that button unless of course you hit the subscribe button, and then you can move on. And while you're down there, hit the notification button as well. And if you leave a like or a comment, we will personally respond to you on all or any request you might have. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again at the next video.